Hello.
Hello, welcome to review number 40 on The Quest for Connery.
We hope.
I think it's 40.
The Quest for Connery, review number 40, and we're reviewing the film Shalako. You see, we've got it on video here.
Connery
My
Cowboy.
dad got me this for me when
When?
I was younger. Just after I started watching the Bonds, and it's not much of a transition, is it?
No.
This
Bond's
is-
a cowboy.
Yeah, effectively. There's loads of stupid people
Which is-
who he saves.
So
Gets the girl.
he doesn't have much dialogue in it, does he?
No,
He's very
no.
kind of like,
Taciturn.
yeah, he's
Taciturn.
like a kind of rogue. You
Yes.
don't really know about who he is and stuff.
We
We gave it 7
7 out of 10, which is, which is a good mark. But we saw it's the film starts, and it's like starts this big bit. It goes Shalako,
Written
Shalako.
by the Jim Dale.
Jim Dale, the Carry On star, you might have heard of him. He wrote the lyrics. I don't think he sang it, because he was a rock and roll star, wasn't he? Before he did acting.
Maybe.
Anyway, so the film's like that, and you think, oh no,
Yeah.
it's gonna be awful. But actually, no, it was good.
So I enjoyed it.
It was good. Yeah, it's good fun.
I don't think many people reviewed it very well at the time.
No.
I don't think it's reviewed very well now, but yeah, it's still good fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you get about the fact that this is not Connery stretching himself
No.
to do anything different, there's a few sort of like nice little things. Like Honor Blackman plays a role in it. They doesn't get to get it on with Connery, unfortunately. Basic plot. It's sort of like Connery's this guy who's like lives with the Indians in America,
Yeah,
and
he
he's got
lives
this
on his own, doesn't
but he's one with the Apaches.
He's called
And-
Shalako.
Yeah, title role. And all these European people come over, and they're like, "Let's go hunting with these cowboys as our guides." Not Shalako, other cowboys, douchebag cowboys, and they're shooting and they're just having a bit of a laugh, ignoring the Apache ways because they're stupid foreigners. And one of them's Bridget Bardot,
Yeah.
very very famous at the time, and I think it was part of the appeal of the films. It's sort of like, let's get Europe's biggest star, Bridget Bardot, in a film with at that time England's biggest star, Connery. He just done 5 Bond films. And so the pairing is part of them. But actually, there's not really that much chemistry because she's just nuts, really.
Yeah, but I don't think
She's
she's
attractive,
very, easy
but-
to get on with on set, was she?
Or was she a bit like up
Yeah.
herself sort of thing?
Well, like the plot of the film is that there's this guy called Fulton who breaks a treaty by going into Indian territory.
oh yeah.
And Shalako warns them, and then it all goes wrong because they get attacked, and most of them get killed. Except
And
the main
then,
ones,
then
and
it's
Shalako
like
saves
they're trying to
them.
get to the water point, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, but, it's similar to plot. It's a good story. It's sort of standard survival against the element. But there's some good fights in it, isn't there?
There's a
some
bit-
good gunfights.
Yeah, and it was a bit dark in places, like that bit when is it Honor Blackman dies?
Yeah, on
And
a
they,
black,
like,
they
don't
pour dirt into her mouth, don't they, until she
Yeah.
she pretends to be dead, and the
Mm.
Indians make sure she's alive by sort of like. But it's
Suffocating her.
yeah,
Well, that's quite.
they put the pearls
for
in
a
her mouth to
PG,
kill her, don't they?
Yeah, PG.
Yeah.
A bit like dodgy, especially for the 60s.
And it's sort of like you've got like a few issues because like Honor Blackman's not very happy with her rich older husband,
yeah. So she's having an affair with that bad,
yeah.
that bad cowboy
bad cowboy who takes them all off.
who wears black.
Symbolic. But no. So what was good about this film?
Just enjoyable, wasn't it?
I think it's very good fun. There's
Acting wasn't bad.
No, I mean Connery's not stretched, but he's not doing anything wrong.
No.
Who's the guy who plays
Because he's an
the
action
Count?
hero. He's just done You Only Live Twice, and
Yeah.
you know he can do this kind of role.
Oh, I forgot Eric Sykes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eric Sykes as the snooty butler. That's a pointless role, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, gets killed off pretty easily, doesn't he? I think?
Dude. Jack Hawkins, who's a very famous actor of the sort of 50s and 60s. You probably haven't really heard of. He plays a sort of the main. You can see him on the cover there, holding a gun, looking quite worn
And
out.
obviously, like we said, Bridget Bardot. But I think that's the main problem in the film as well. There's not much chemistry between them, is there?
Yeah, it's like they end up together, and there's like one bit when she's like washing herself topless. You don't see anything PG.
And Bond and not Bond. Connery does his classic Bond kind of Honey Rider look. And he's
Yeah, it's like-
"Oh." And then I think he just takes her. But like she's just a bit
It's just-
flimsy for
yeah.
the whole film.
I think the guy who plays the Count, who's sort of the Connery's love rival for her, is good. There's some good sort of like Connery's like, oh, you can't mess about the land and all this sort
Yeah.
of big philosophizing. But I think to make the film better, they could have just gone into that a bit more.
Yeah.
They delved into it. I
But
mean,
it's like we said, or we say a lot of these Connery films. It's something you watch on a Sunday afternoon when it's raining.
yeah,
But this is one of the better ones,
yeah.
definitely.
You're not expecting it to make a big political commentary,
No.
but it does what it says on the tin, effectively, and it's a really good, enjoyable film. There's nothing wrong with the direction, nothing wrong with the acting. So yeah, it's a solid 7 out of 10. But Connery, if this is what you're trying to do to be different,
Yeah.
not really succeeding.
It might look different on the outside. Oh, I'm a cowboy,
in America, but
yeah,
no,
but
you're
like,
still.
and I think it was a flop anyway. So
Yeah.
obviously probably was because he went back to Bond, didn't he?
Yeah, it didn't do much to break the Bond image.
No.
So yeah, worth a watch though. I think it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
Especially the gunfight at the start versus the Apaches, the arrows,
Yeah.
and the
I
cowboys.
enjoyed it.
It's quite
That's why
exciting.
we gave it, I think, most of the time. I mean, it's not badly shot or anything, so 7 out of 10.